What is Wuthering Waves about? Let's do a lore deep dive. So like over 100 years ago, this event occurred called the Lament, and it caused a lot of crazy crap to happen, like gravity loss and outbreaks, and it also caused the emergence of tacit discords and tacit fields to emerge in our world. Tacit discords are like the evil demon monsters that you have to fight throughout the game, and they're drawn to tacit fields. Also a super powerful classification of tacit discords, or TDs, called Threnodians. So essentially, tacit discords, or TDs, evil monster demon things. Threnodians, super evil monster demon things. So like 10 years after the Lament and after the TDs entered this world, a war broke out, now known as the Threnodian War, where people tried to take down these Threnodians, the super powerful tacit discords. Huanglong, the nation where the game begins, is one of the nations that was affected by this war. Essentially, when the war broke out, the people in this nation were like, hell no. They went into the mountains and they found this sleeping dragon and was like, hey, you gotta wake up and help us fight these things because, like, we can't do it by ourselves. So the dragon was like, yawn, sure, whatever, helped them fight. The war ended, but there are still waves of tacit discords and Threnodians that are still present in the world, even though they won the war. So because this mountain dragon helped out these people, they're like, great, awesome, now we're gonna worship you. You're a god now. I don't know too much more about that. All I know is that that dragon wasn't like too interested in the people, but they're like, sure, yeah, we'll be your god. Also after the Lament, and here's where it gets really crucial to our main character in the story, resonators appeared. Resonators are individuals with the ability to essentially resonate with certain objects and manipulate their frequencies. Each resonator exhibits what's called a resonance ability, and they do so through a symbol that's on their body called a tacit mark. Each tacit mark has very specific resonance spectrum patterns that determines the resonator's abilities and relates to their attributes. As such, resonators can absorb the echoes or remnants left behind by TDs, tacit discords. And in very rare cases, they can also absorb Threnodians, the like super bad demon monster thingies. Resonators also have these things called Pangu terminals, which is like this little baby BBA Pokedex that they can use, and they use it to absorb the echoes or the resonance from the tacit discords, and then can like convert that into power. So enter our main character, Rover, who is a resonator, and like not only can he like absorb the echoes of these like super powerful tacit discords, these Threnodians, he can absorb them like directly into his body, which like everyone in the game is like, we ain't never seen that before. That's weird. Don't know what's going on with yet. Also, our main character, Rover, Resonator Extraordinaire, has no memory of his previous life, has no idea what he's doing here. All we know is some chick with a halo put something inside of his chest. It can speak to him, and now he can like have visions and absorb shit. You know, super fun stuff. So the point of the game is that we follow Rover, our resident resonator, throughout this journey to try and help him get his memory back, to fight these Threnodians, fight these tacit discords, try and save the land, try and figure out what happened, the history of the land, all while doing typical gotcha things like pulling for characters, building weapons, building characters, all that fun stuff. Hope this helps. Happy playing.